from Brewvies on the 15th anniversary. It's the Geek Show.
Thank you. Hit it. Hit it, Tony. Let's go.
Push it. There we go.
Did you break it?
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
You broke it.
No, it's working.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right?
Thank you all for coming to Brewvies for our 15th anniversary, ladies and gentlemen. The 15th anniversary of this as in podcast form. It's older than 15 years because of the radio, but that's...
What's a radio?
I know, exactly, right? Anyway, well, Jay is not here, obviously. He's
late.
He's late.
He's on the other side of the country.
He better hurry.
He's at Army.
He's
at Army.
He's gone to Army, mother. But Quad T, Too Tall Tony.
Hi.
Lee George Cade. Rebecca Frost is here.
And Carrie Jackson.
And our host, Carrie Jackson.
Monday through Friday, 6 to 10, x96.com.
Hey,
15 years you've been doing this.
before we get into it, I'm happy to announce that the Geek Show podcast is officially opening an embassy in Texas.
Oh!
We have two ambassadors that are going to open. Egg Foo and Jeremiah are going to be our Geek Show ambassadors to Texas. So
I expect you to be like Mormon missionaries. I want you on everybody's
day.
doorstep.
Geek Show missionaries.
Preach the word.
Spread the word.
But if you guys could fix Texas while you're there.
Yeah, could you?
I'm not allowed in the state lines, so
Work on Texas while you're there, would you please?
Texas.
Make it better.
Link out the power grid.
Yeah, something.
Texas.
Anyway. All right, the big news, the big story besides our 15th anniversary. This right here in front of me, the story that everyone is talking about.
What you got for us, Carrie?
The most important story of the week.
Is it the Ted Kaczynski died?
Tell me about the new Monster cereal.
It's the Monster cereal.
I figured.
Oh, I forgot to mention biggest story to me. This
It was
So
a
when
big
this-
day for Carrie.
When this news broke, I thought to myself, I have to share this news with Carrie. And then I thought, everyone who knows Carrie has shared this
It's
news
like
with
when the
Carrie.
Queen died and everybody who has ever talked to me messaged me.
Okay.
I thank all 80 of you who DM'd me about the Monster cereal. I appreciate it.
When
No, it's-
was the last time they did a new one?
I've got that information for you here, sir.
Travesty of the last Monster.
The brand new Monster cereal. This is 35 years since we introduced a new Monster cereal.
35?
A new Monster cereal.
That's 2 years less than me.
They
Yes.
haven't even introduced a new monster since I've been alive.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
The
They've
last time,
introduced all the monsters since I was born.
the last time they introduced a new Monster cereal was Yummy Fruity Mummy in 1988.
Not a good one.
But now let's say it was all right.
All right. When it's a Monster cereal, it needs to be amazing.
It does. But you got to remember the early 70s was when Frankenberry and Count Chocula hit. Yeah. So the new one, Carmella Creeper.
A lady.
My Monster cereals?
Yes. Carmella Creeper.
I'm not eating this woke cereal.
Carmella Creeper is the long-lost cousin of Frankenberry, as
She-Hulk?
as well as get this. See, not only are they going woke, but they're doing modern stuff with it. She's a zombie and a DJ.
Wow.
Ooh,
I'm not kidding.
a DJ.
This is
Why would they give her such a
Why would they give her a job?
job?
Exactly.
I mean,
None of the others have jobs.
That's right. None of them have.
Count
Yeah.
Chocula.
It's not like Frankenberry's going to punch the clock every
no.
damn day.
they made her work.
They make
Do you
her
remember the commercials, Carrie? Remember the commercials?
yes.
The commercials from Monster Cereal were the best in the world because it'd be like some adversarial thing where Frankenberry and Count Chocula would end up trying to convince some kids that got trapped in a mansion which cereal they should eat. And I'm like, you're not seeing morning anyway, kids. Don't.
They're just trying to sweeten the meat.
These children need sweetened crunchy marshmallows.
I can vouch for that. Grew up on a farm. Dad found out it was cheaper going to the Hostess store to buy Twinkies that they were just throwing out, feeding them to the beef. Oh, it does sweeten the meat.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what you're talking about.
Love that sweet meat.
It's so funny because I try soaking my
Is
tofu
that what
with.
Sweetbreads is?
Yeah.
I try
As far as you know.
try soaking tofu with Twinkies and it doesn't.
So she is a zombie DJ with an edgy sound who is always the life of the party, it says here.
But she's a zombie. She's dead.
But
They're
she's-
all dead, Tony.
Oh.
I think they are.
So she's going to be doing the backing beat when they do Monster Mash next year?
Yeah.
Complete with a fierce attitude and looks to match, Carmella is ready to shake things up at the Monsters Haunted Mansion with her
She
limited
looks like a
edition
Disney
cereal.
XD
She's
extra.
a punk.
The flavor of the cereal is caramel apple.
Oh,
So that's Carmella. Caramel apple. See, there you go.
that's a bold choice for cereal. That's
They make Wendy's Frosty cereal now. Like
I
there's
love it, by the way.
gross. Like there is no there is no limit to the gross cereals you people can make.
The
limits-
Wendy's is good.
the limits went away when Reese's got their own cereal.
I'm
Reese's
sorry.
peanut butter cup cereal. That was the end of limitations.
The last good breakfast cereal was in 1989 when the Swedish Chef's Crunchy Stars.
Oh yeah,
Stars,
I ate
yes.
that when I was little. Yeah.
Crunchy Stars actually had instructions on how you could build a car using only that box, an engine, a transaxle, 4 tires, a windshield.
So they're releasing this cereal, and then they're also releasing, like Frankenberry and Count Chocula, but then they're also releasing another Monster Mash like they did last year, but this one has all of the cereals mixed into one box.
No.
Including Fruit Brute and Yummy Fruit.
Well,
Boy, I can't wait for you to buy that and try it.
Since there's only 2 actual flavors of Monster cereal, it should be fine.
What? How dare you?
It's
They
like
all
how
taste the same.
it's like how Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops are technically like the same cereal.
There are 15 boxes of Monster cereals on the top shelf of my pantry unopened. I'm going to put this to the test.
Oh,
later.
just real quick. We're reaching okay, so it's the end of the summer when this is available, but we're usually around July, August in some of the stores, like boxes of Quisp start showing up. DM me, all right? 'Cause
All 80 of you.
all 80 of you, because I do.
All
I
80 of you cereal pervs.
I have driven to Wendover for Quisp. All
my
right,
God.
I will do that. Anyway,
he used to tip
That's a
well,
weird
too.
thing to brag about.
No, that is a solid flex. That is a solid flex. Yep.
Don't drive to Wendover for the weed store. We drive to Wendover for the Quisp.
Or both.
I pay somebody to go to get the weed.
Pay a guy.
All right,
Got a
need-
guy.
It must be nice. Just nice to be white and rich.
I need a Quisp guy is what I need. That's what, all right.
Yes.
Anyway,
There's this thing called the internet where people can
was
ship
gonna say.
things anywhere to.
Jeff Bezos is your Quisp guy.
he is. All right. This is perfect for Tony because Tony doesn't like to watch trailers.
Yeah.
And I think this model should be going forward the way to do trailers.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
This is for Secret Invasion. You get to watch the first 4 minutes of it,
Okay.
but you have to go to a website
A website.
and enter a secret code. So go to the
See, I did it, and I like fun,
Oh,
and so
okay.
I enjoyed it.
go to theinvasionhasbegun.com,
All right.
and the code is these are all capital letters and the numbers. By the
Quick,
way,
grab a pen.
ready? RSD3PX5N7S. Enter that.
Not much of a password if
gonna
you could
say-
just give it out.
I did the work for you because this was all putting clues together on Twitter. This took me, it took my Twitter guy
You got a Twitter guy, too?
a couple of hours.
Was this really like a puzzle and I missed
Yeah,
it?
yeah, there was they were giving clues and all this.
So you don't even internet for yourself?
No, I guess somebody just handed me the password. Oh no, I've become the thing I hate.
That's it. You have an internet guy.
But you can watch the first 4 minutes of it, or you can just be patient and watch the show on June 21st when it premieres.
That's like 2 weeks away.
I wish all the studios would start doing what Disney accidentally did with Rogue One, like fire the director halfway through and already have your trailer out, so that when the new director comes in and puts out a completely different movie, everyone's completely shocked because they didn't see anything from the trailer in it.
There's a couple movies out there where they'll show pieces of the movie that aren't actually in the movie.
Marvel.
Yeah, okay, there's one. I like that. I'm down with that because
I like it when they lie to me.
yeah, because that way I don't get any spoiled jokes or anything. It's all fresh in the theater, but I still get a good idea of what the movie's like from the trailer.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Next thing. This show's already out. We're a little behind on this one. July 6th. It's My Adventures with Superman. It's an anime style
June 6th, you mean?
cartoon. Oh, July 6th. July.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Coming up.
July 6th.
Coming up.
Thank you. Coming up.
He needs to talk to Terry needs to talk to his calendar guy.
Where's my calendar?
Your calendar guy. Calendar man.
That's a DC reference,
Oh,
and this
he's-
is a DC story.
Oh, he's in Arkham. He's in Arkham.
Yeah.
All right. On HBO Max the next day, July 6th. It looks pretty interesting. It's got Jack Quaid as Superman.
He's getting a lot of voiceover work lately.
is.
He's in Across the Spider-Verse.
As
I don't want to say.
Okay. all
Yeah.
right.
Spoilers.
Not Superman, though, right?
Not Superman.
Oh, I don't want to say.
All right.
That would be a shocker.
But go take a look at this trailer. It looks like it might be a fun little show. What it does is it's Superman is an unknown hero.
Mm-hmm.
He just arrived from the cornfields into Metropolis and,
Yep.
and has got the job. So there
So you got a young Lois Lane as well, and
Yes.
a young Jimmy Olsen, and it's kind of like the trio first meets kind of a thing.
And while we're on the subject of Superman, let me shuffle here because there's a rumor, a couple of rumors out there, but I like the source for the new Superman movie, Superman Legacy.
Okay. The one that's still being written by James Gunn. Well, not currently, but after the
Nope.
writer's strike, it'll be
If
continued. on.
anybody in the Writers Guild even puts pen to paper, somebody comes in with a bat and breaks their legs.
I think he may have finished it before the strike.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he started working on it.
Might have had the first draft done.
Hold on, let me give him a call.
I don't know. Call
Yeah,
Brad.
if
Call
you could just
James.
get him on the horn
Get
real
James
quick.
on the horn and
Miss Brad, get James Gunn on the phone. All right.
Oh,
But
oh, yeah. He doesn't know who I am.
doesn't know.
But he picked up.
Yeah, he thought I was his weed guy.
nice guy.
that my quisp guy.
Where's my quisp?
Carrie, is that you?
All right. Here are the candidates allegedly. I like the source, but allegedly for Superman.
Lizzo?
I know, right?
Wow.
It's a choice. Nicholas Holt.
Okay.
Finally. Give him a big action part.
All right.
Well, he was Beast in the X-Men movies.
No, I know, but like there's a whole thing about how Tom Cruise has been trying to make Nicholas Hoult a star for years, but Nicholas Hoult is like, no, I'm doing The Great, and I'm really loving doing The Great, so I don't have time to come do your Mission Impossible movie. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nicholas Holt, and then two actors I don't know who they are. David Cornsweet.
Corn Sweat.
He's from Iowa.
Yeah.
Bazingo.
And Tom Brittany.
That's
the
two
three.
first names. I don't trust them.
IMDb.
Serial killer behavior.
The ones that are being talked about for Lois are Emma McKay, Rachel Brosnahan, I've heard of,
Oh, I'd like that. She's
and
great.
Phoebe Dynevor.
What is a dynavore?
I think it's in
Just
the.
trying to figure out what they eat.
It's in that. New,
Dynamite.
is it that new Transformers movie? Egg? Is that,
Dynavore.
Dynavore.
that's anyway. All right.
No. Stupid.
Was it good though? You haven't seen. Oh, okay. All right. I heard it was good. Anyway.
It's got
Oh
good
yeah.
buzz. It's got good buzz.
Remember we promised Egg we'd all go see Friday
Yeah,
Night
Egg,
Lights.
right.
Egg, we can go.
We
Okay,
can't.
we'll go.
We can't
I
be
wanna
those
go.
people.
We can't.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
go.
Let's see. We got a new trailer for Good Omens Season 2, which will start on July 28th. People like that. And John Hamm is back as the angel Gabriel, and apparently he has fallen to Earth and doesn't know who he is.
Don't you hate it?
Oh,
when
I
that
love
happens?
stupid John Hamm. I hope it's stupid John Hamm.
Stupid, born sexy yesterday, John Hamm. Yeah.
No, I was just thinking John Hamm in 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's in his pretty bubble, and when he lost his hands because he was
'Cause he was
waving at his friends on
waving.
the helicopter.
Stupid John Hamm.
Hey, friends!
Stupid, sexy John
Well, because
Hamm.
people forget he started with improv.
That's true. Let's see. Also, I know you watch this.
Yeah, what's up?
The new Venture Brothers movie trailer.
Yeah.
It's like 2.5 minutes long. The movie is rated R.
Yes.
That's not surprising. It's Venture
The last
Brothers.
episode had boobies.
Yeah.
The if you have the DVDs or the Blu-rays of Venture Brothers, it's all been rated R. You actually have to censor every nude scene of Brock Sampson on the Blu-rays.
Is that
you
true?
have-
Are you being a true?
No, I'm being completely true. Like I've
Okay.
seen so much of Brock Sampson's dick on Venture Brothers media. Like it's
Well,
just there.
I'll let you know because next week I will be receiving the Venture Brothers complete series, all 82 episodes from all 7 seasons. On the DVD on June 20th is when that's available, but that's when my DVD guy will get it for me.
Yeah. You should really get a Blu-ray guy one of these days,
I do need a Blu-ray. All right.
and then a streaming guy at some point.
I like watching old Venture Brothers because it's kind of like old Geekshow where you just like as it evolves and gets a little less problematic and a little less sexist and a little less homophobic.
It's a slow progression.
It's
don't
a
get
slow
me wrong.
progression, yeah.
But it's there.
Yeah, Venture Brothers, you're just like season 1, you're just like, ugh.
But the movie, I love the name of the movie. It's Radiant is the Blood of the Baboon Heart.
Beautiful.
I love that Dean still has his Batman mask.
I just can't wait to see my boy Hank. My sweet boy.
Yeah, it's going to be available to purchase digitally on July 21st, the Blu-ray on July 25th, and I would think that they would put it on the Adult Swim eventually.
Max probably.
On the Max, maybe.
I hope they make it educational, like the testicular torsion episode.
Oh, that I learned a
Oh my
lot.
gosh.
I didn't know about testicular torsion prior to that, and it's a real thing.
Yikes.
That's true. That's the PSA is out there for testicular torsion.
Da-na-na-na.
It reminds me in Utah County, there's a billboard for Peyronie's that I
Yeah.
always pass, and I'm like, oh, do you guys know what Peyronie's is?
I did after I passed that billboard.
Yeah, it's a broken ding dong.
And there's a whole billboard for that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bent and broken.
Who broke it?
And why,
don't know.
and why is this such a big deal in Utah County? It's like
Yeah.
you don't hear about Peyronie's until you're in Lehigh, Utah, and you're like,
that sounds like a sandwich.
I wouldn't eat it.
Are you picking up Peyronie's?
Nope,
Hey,
sure not.
come
doing
get
that.
the new Peyronie's Max at Subway. But
Hey, I'm down at Peyronie's. You want a corned beef sandwich? Or
Carrie, get out!
They're out of Peyronie's, but
but
they have
you-
salami and ham.
Don't do it.
if you drive through Utah County and you know what Peyronie's is, it's like the dick-breaking capital of the universe. Like somebody's, because obviously there's a whole business dedicated to fixing broken dicks.
They
right?
tell
So-
you that's what happens if you touch yourself.
Targeted marketing.
I am shocked to hear all of this.
I can't believe you didn't
Why
know about
aren't
the
we talking
Peyronie's.
about this more?
I didn't know this was a problem.
Yeah,
Can't
Who's
wait.
breaking the dicks?
get checked out. Get checked
all right.
out. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not shameful.
I'll
In fact, it's impressive.
I will call my urologist, Dr. Peroni, and he will.
Dr. Peyronie.
Oh no, it's Caputo. It's another Italian name. I'm sorry. All right. Let's see. Captain America 4. They've changed the name. It's now.
Are they allowed to do that during the writer's
I
strike?
know, right?
Oh, good point.
It's now entitled Captain America: New World Order.
I thought that's what it
That's
Oh, that
what it
was. Oh,
was.
that's
Yeah.
what it was. It's now Brave New World. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay. we got
That's
it back.
worse.
No, I think it's a better name.
I wonder,
How
I
does Aldous
sincerely
Huxley feel about
wonder if they had to change the name because of the conspiracy theorists.
That's what, I'm serious. I think
Yeah.
that's part of why they had to.
I bet you're not
That's
wrong.
stupid.
I bet you're not wrong.
Remember when it was wrestling?
That's right.
NWO.
NWO. It was wrestling. So May 3rd, 2024 for that. But yeah.
Are we going to see 2024? Is that going to happen?
That's a good question.
I'll be here.
Also, and did you guys hear we're in Utah for those of you who are listening around in places like Texas. We're apparently Thunderbolts is going to shoot a pretty big scene down in southern Utah.
What was the code name for it?
Oops, all berries.
Oops, all berries. Yeah.
As if to say, oops, all villains.
So yeah, I'm gonna be driving around southern Utah. Anybody know where I can find Oops All Berries?
Yeah, seriously.
No, are you Carrie's cereal guy?
We found him.
Get on the ground.
Right
Been
there.
looking for you for a while.
Let's see. As with all, IP, it gets rebooted and redone eventually. But are you ready for some new Leprechaun movies?
Yes.
Why not?
Is it Warwick Davis? Because if it's not, I'm not watching.
They're not saying whether.
One person clapped.
Dr. White.
There we go. Dr. White.
Dr. Paul, he's a fan of the the Leprechauns. All right. Well, you're getting new ones, Doctor. This is from, let's see, Felipe Vargas, who did a short called Milk Teeth, which was the story, the story of a boy in an orphanage who sets off a tooth-separating frenzy amongst his fellow orphans when he finds a creature that trades coins for teeth.
I need to vomit.
Amazing.
So all the orphans are like pulling their teeth.
Well, why isn't this guy getting shamed for stealing a plot point from the Powerpuff Girls?
Yeah, why not?
There's an episode where Buttercup beats the hell out of everybody to get their teeth and sell them to the Tooth Fairy. Every single buddy, like, yeah, that's not blueberries, Michael Beck.
Classic.
That's a true story.
That's just classic
By the way,
Powerpuff Girl
Yep.
lore.
Yeah.
Classic Buttercup.
Buttercup's just like, wait a second. If I put a teeth under a pillow, I get money, and so she goes out and beats up everybody.
Buttercup is a she-wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you got your Disney Plus, I hope you've been watching Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur because it's delightful. It's a wonderful little show. It's been renewed for season 2.
Thank goodness.
We know that. And they're adding the new villain, Molecule Man.
What?
Aren't we all
Really?
Molecule Men?
Molecule Man's like one of the most OP villains in Marvel. Wow.
Voiced by Edward James Olmos.
Eddie Jimmy
awesome.
Olmos.
Awesome.
Eddie Jimmy Olmos.
So, yeah, look for that. Molecule Man, who debuted in 1963's Fantastic Four number 20. Yeah, that's how long he's been around. He's always seemed too powerful to me.
Oh, he's super powerful.
What's his deal? What's he do?
He was the Deus Ex Machina in Secret
Molecules?
Wars, basically, wasn't he? Like
He can mix up your molecules.
he can
and turn
change
you into
molecules of
something else.
anything into anything else.
Oh, then how did he fix the... Oh, okay, I can piece it together.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has complete control over matter.
Yeah.
Like he's super powerful.
I don't know why you guys think that's overpowered.
Yeah, can he still get shot?
It's like how the X-Men
guess.
movies ruined superhero movies by realizing all you need to do is slow everything down and make it stupid until Quicksilver shows up. Because he'll fix it.
I like that.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
How is super speed overpowered? I don't know.
I want you to go online and find this. There's several videos, but the one I'd like you to look at is on TechCrunch. And you just search Disney Imagineering Project Kiwi. And you will see from start to finish the newest animatronic thing. This is scaring Lee, I know. Because the last wireless animatronic that we got in Disneyland was the Spider-Man. And that's,
Just watch the video of that breaking.
yeah.
Yeah, when he
That's
hits
what
the
helps.
wall.
Kids looking up at Spider-Man hits a wall.
It helps Lee sleep at night to see that fail.
Not anymore, because like all the drawing programs have figured out fingers, so that robot's gonna figure out how not to hit walls. Soon.
True.
But that was one of the first wireless animatronics. It just swings up and it does its thing, and very simple, basic thing. This new one is Dancing Groot,
Oh.
and he's about 3.5, 4 feet tall. He's,
Tall enough to
you know,
kick.
Yeah,
Maybe my shins.
and he's wireless.
But he's strong.
No, Tony, I didn't say tall enough to kick your shins. I'm saying he's tall enough for you to kick.
Oh yes, I
when
will
you
kick
see that
him.
little abomination coming, I don't care how cute he is. I don't care what James Gunn song he's dancing to. You kick it.
Twist. It
And
is
then
just
you-
a child in a costume.
and hope it's not the day that it's a child in the costume.
Well, mistakes happen.
Robots busted. Get the kid out there.
Why do you think they're trying to get the kids back to the mines so bad?
We're opening up Disney in Ohio or wherever it is.
Do you know how much mascots make?
How much?
A lot, like $250,000 a year.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a lot of money?
That is a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
I'm too old to change careers.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe you could be like a old, like a.
Let me tell you, nobody wants to hug a sweaty goofy,
Carrie,
so
we-
I
What's
will not be
Grimace doing?
changing.
Grimace is making a comeback. You can
Yes.
just stand around in the
I
Grimace.
could be in the Grimace.
Carrie, we could be the guy from Up. We could be the mascot from
We
Up.
could easily.
Because
yeah.
all we have to do is yell at kids.
Yeah.
That's
and a
easy.
dog.
But it's part of, and they haven't opened this yet. It's still in testing stages. The Awesome Dance Off. Groot and Star-Lord interact with each other and have a dance off, and then someone is called up on stage to have a dance.
So you're gonna have some kid who is a theater major wearing a Star-Lord mask dancing with a evil robot from the future.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why can't they just put, like, I guess the child,
child
the
labor
labor
thing.
laws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was Arkansas.
That's
But if
all
you
this
say-
all this innovation
But wait,
towards technology.
But wait, if you say it's a robot, who's to know that it's really just a kid in a suit,
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to test it.
right?
All right.
Robots don't bleed.
Robots don't cry when you kick them in the face.
Oil is my blood.
Oil can. All right. Let's talk for a moment about this Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon.
Do we have to?
I
mean,
because I did some looking into it.
I'm
I'm
excited
just waiting for
it.
a really stoic, broody science fiction movie.
Yeah, I love those.
Well, here's what I found out. He pitched this to Lucasfilm as a Star Wars movie.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
They said no. He took the script, changed some names.
Find replace.
So this is Zack Snyder's Orville.
Essentially, yeah.
Lightsaber could be laser sword.
Yep.
I mean, there are even space Nazis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, when in doubt,
Yeah.
Nazis.
Back to the old trope.
Yeah,
It works. It works.
Don't fix it.
There's a big layout in Vanity Fair. So just Google Vanity Fair Rebel Moon, and you can see all the photos. And there's this long interview with Zack Snyder, and the similarities are remarkable so much that if I were Star Wars, I think I'd sue.
But then he can say, I don't know what you're talking about. I love, he made very specific, went to great pains to make sure people knew that he based this inspiration off of Seven Samurai, whereas Lucas inspired by Hidden Fortress, another Akira Kurosawa movie.
Okay, it starts with the premise: a bunch of ragtag rebels on a moon
Never heard of that.
A moon.
rise up against a giant evil empire. Oh, the Imperium, excuse me, which is Latin for empire. Oh. Obviously, it's just a like I said, if I were Star Wars, I think I'd sue. Also,
There's a bad guy called Dark Helmet, so he's going to get sued by other people too.
The bad guy, he breathes like this.
Really wheezy.
Here's the difference. Remember how Darth Vader had like asthma? My bad guy doesn't breathe at all.
My bad guy has scoliosis.
so he put it together, a $166 million movie, and it was like 4 hours long. And Netflix said, no.
Good.
You got to cut it down. And he said, no, I can't cut
You're
it down.
Ready for this.
Netflix.
Get ready for Netflix get inundated with release the Snyder Cut
You
of
let
Rebel
the
Moon.
Irishman be 5 hours long.
Yeah, come on.
See, you joke. They're going to release it as two movies, and then they're going to release it as one big
As the
movie.
Snyder Cut.
Yeah. Anyway.
So it turns out the villain actually has irritable bowel syndrome. You hear him coming from the sloshing of his pants.
It's Darth.
Darth Poopy.
No. What's the broken dick disease?
Peyronie's. Darth Peyronie's.
Darth Peyronie's.
I see your lightsaber bends
Broken
starkly
dick
to the
disease.
left.
The way you can tell is every time he walks, he goes, ow, 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 ow.
I like that you called it a disease. Like having a broken arm is a disease. Ew, don't touch me with that.
I see your codpiece leans to a startlingly weird direction.
My apologies for not knowing more about this. I haven't been to Utah County in 10 years. So,
Come on, Carrie, come on.
since I put Dad in the ground, I haven't gone back. But anyway.
Technology is just moving so fast.
So you did bury him at Peroni Cemetery, though. That's the weirdest part about it.
Yes.
An L-shaped coffin.
It was weird.
It's shaped like a parenthesis.
Please. All right. And finally, this. I have so much fun doing this. I just want you to know.
All right, where else can you go and hear stories about your dad's
I
grave?
like,
Respectfully.
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 I like to sit at a table with funny people and all right.
And let them make fun of my dad.
My
dead dad.
My dad's dick. All right.
Yeah.
This is my
Have we been
legacy.
kicked off YouTube yet? All right.
We haven't said any of the bad words.
I think we're still okay.
We're okay? All right. Finally, this. I was excited to read that Michael Keaton is excited about Beetlejuice 2. Because I kind of got the feeling that he was doing it begrudgingly.
That's kind of the vibe I've been getting with him regarding all of his stuff.
Anything that he did
Like, I know he
before and
said
doing
he's
again.
excited for Batman,
Yeah.
but is he?
See, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Is he recently divorced? Because that might be a clue.
That could be a clue.
Yeah.
Here's what he
Does he
said
do this?
about Beetlejuice 2. He is excited because Beetlejuice 2 is going to use practical effects, just like 1988.
Nice.
Here's what he said. Well, you want it to look consistent, I guess. He said, Beetlejuice is the most effing fun you can... He said it,
Oh, he said
He
the word?
said it.
just so you know.
Oh.
I don't want to get us kicked off YouTube.
Oh, no,
Holy-
Carrie, we can say fuck once.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he just used it.
All right.
Way to blow. Oh, Lee.
Beetlejuice is the most effing fun you can have working. It's so fun. It's so great. And you know what it is? We're doing it exactly like the first movie. There's a woman in the great waiting room for the afterlife, literally with a fishing line. I want people to know this because I love it. Tugging on the tail of a cat to make it move. That is as practical effects as you could possibly get. But he's very excited. He goes on, we're making stuff up, we're making stuff happen, improvising, riffing, but literally handmade stuff, like people crafting things with their hands and building something effing great. It's the most fun I've had working on a movie in I can't tell you how long.
Oops.
Nice.
So get bent the Flash,
sorry about that,
Birdman,
Flash.
Spider-Man.
So get Peyronie's Flash.
I just, I think about if you watch the original Beetlejuice, there's the scene where the Maitlands are digging Beetlejuice up, and there's like, the egg carton soundproofing.
Yeah.
They're digging that up and throwing it out because they were in such a low budget. They're just like, what do we
Well,
have?
they-
What's in the trash can right now that we can throw out of this?
Well,
grate?
they were shrunk down to the toy town, and
Right.
so that's the stuff that the toy town was made out of. So it was
That
brilliant.
makes sense. Yeah.
Anyway, well, all right. What did we consume this week? Who wants to go first? Anyone? Anyone?
I got to get my list up. Hang on.
All right.
Someone else.
I'll
yeah.
go first.
Rebecca.
The new season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia started. I'm always concerned that that the quality of the show is going to start to decline. But I'm always pleasantly surprised that it's still A+. Very good stuff. I do wish that Mac would go back to dressing poorly because now it's just Rob McElhenney showing up to set in Rob McElhenney clothes and hair.
Right.
Like he's stylish now.
Well, I can arrive late now. I just,
From hanging out with Ryan.
Working
then-
on our soccer team.
I went and saw a movie called Sanctuary, which is I'm glad we went to go see like an indie film because I've been melting my brain with all this blockbuster mush that I've been seeing for the last couple of weeks. But this one, it's about a man who is inheriting like a chain of hotels. He is like his father has passed away now. He is it's succession. But he is trying to end a relationship that he's had with his longtime dominatrix, and she says, "No, I want my cut because you would not be here without me." And it's
What?
it's an because she gave him the confidence.
Oh, by telling him he's useless and beating him. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that's how it works.
Yeah, that's clearly how it works.
But
Shut up, Tony.
it's advertised as like
feel
a
so good.
it's advertised as like a drama thriller, when really it's just a rom-com for pervs.
Okay. Rom-com for pervs. I'm
Put
in.
that on the poster.
Rebecca Frost says.
Rom-com for pervs.
Anything?
No, that's
Is
everything.
that it?
Yeah.
That's all? Okay.
All my shows are over. So I went back to watch season 2 of Picard because I didn't watch it because season 1 of Picard made me sleepy. Really sleepy. Like so freaking sleepy.
Season 2 is going to make
I
you
was
sleepier.
gonna say I don't think you'll like season
but
2.
I heard Terry Matalas was like intro show running that season. So I'm like a season and a half into it. I'm like, oh, the Borg again? Are there any other bad guys in Star Trek?
No.
So anyway, I may finish it.
Did you watch season 3 already?
Season 3 Picard?
Yeah.
No, Tony, I didn't.
Okay.
No.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
he's lying
Yeah.
to you.
We didn't go and watch the finale.
yeah,
on
we
it.
did,
Yeah.
didn't we?
You guys forgot that incredible, memorable experience that we shared?
I remembered I was there.
Yeah,
Everyone else doesn't matter.
yeah, and Carrie and I did not do a weekly deep dive on it or anything.
So you just skipped season 2?
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm a monster like that. Anyway,
No, I would have told you to skip season 2 as well.
It's the Borg, and then I fell asleep, and so now I've been watching Architectural Digest tours of people's houses.
I
The
love
open
that.
door, that's just
Yeah.
cribs,
So-
but now we're millennials
Right,
and
well,
older.
Yeah, and older, definitely older. So I found out yesterday that Debbie Diggs, his house is amazing.
His house is so cool. I'm stealing a design element
Well, that's
from
cool.
his house.
I'm stealing a behavior of his that I learned, which is that his partner said that he's out mousing at night, that he's up all night eating cookies, and then he naps all day. And I'm like, that's my
Yeah.
lifestyle. So
No, but they have like an old timey clock in, clock out machine.
yeah, it's amazing.
I'm gonna get
For what?
for when
the friends
guests
come
come over.
over.
It's kind of like a fun.
That's kind of cool.
I
Like
know.
like a logbook or whatever.
Yeah.
I can honestly say,
alibis.
having used old time punch cards though, if somebody handed me a punch card and said you need to clock in before dinner, I would probably scream and run out the door.
That's fine. Apparently, you can't hang.
Yeah, that just means
Have
one
you ever
less, mouth
punched
to
an old
feed.
time clock?
We had one. My first job as a 16-year-old at a dairy, we had a punch clock.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Mine at
It's
the
way
when
cool.
my first
Bottle
job at the
washer.
my first job at the movie theater when I started, we had a system on the computer, but it turned out that was a big no and like went behind what corporate wanted. So then we had to go back to the
Yep.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, the Kachunka's oppressive. I don't like it. Anyway, that's all I watched.
There's something satisfying though about that Kachunka.
Oh,
Chunka.
it's great.
Tony?
Went and saw Spider-Verse 2. Oh, it's so good.
Oh,
It's
that's out?
Yeah, it's out. You should go see it. Really, really loved it. I loved it so much that my quibble, I overlook it completely with this movie. And it's because I wear glasses and I play a lot of video games. And the style in Spider-Verse, in case you haven't noticed, is whoever's talking is sharp, and then everything else behind them is blurry.
Oh.
Like not just like what do they call that when the
Depth of field.
Yeah, not just depth of field, but like the lines are doubled over each other, and
Like you can notice this in Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Because that was my big gripe with Into the Spider-Verse the first time I saw it.
See,
I
I
was like,
didn't-
this hurts my eyes.
I didn't notice it too bad in the first one, but I noticed it a lot in this
Yeah.
one, and it took about the first half of the movie to look past that, like not notice it anymore. But as someone who wants sharp graphics, because I'm a video game nerd and wears glasses, I kept doing this, taking my glasses on and off. Are these working? You know, but man, the movie was fantastic.
But here's my question: how was the sound?
Ours was fine. Yeah, we
Okay.
saw it in the XD theater, and it was
'Cause
loud and great.
They apparently have been having so many complaints about
Yeah.
the sound that they've remixed it and sent it back out.
Yeah, you should go. The theater you went to is the Peroni 7. In the yeah.
It's 11, like this, straight.
I thought it was 7 like this.
I guess the 7 is more correct.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that was fantastic. My wife and I finished a show on Netflix called God's Favorite Idiot.
That's a good show.
It is a really good show. It's why can't I remember her name now?
Oh, it's
Melissa
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy and her
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah, yeah.
Ben
And-
Falcone.
Yeah, it's free. It's funny. It's a great little show.
I had a good time with it.
Really enjoyable. And then we're catching up on Silo on Apple TV Plus.
Oh, I did watch that.
Oh, Silo's cool. Silo's really cool.
See, season 2 of Picard bored me so bad I forgot that I watched a good show.
Yeah, see? Season 2's
Wow.
not good.
Yeah.
But
Are you using your spreadsheet, Lee?
Oh, we had spreadsheets?
Oh
yeah,
my God.
you said you started one. Am I the only one keeping up
I'm
on the
using
spreadsheet?
mine.
Okay, yeah. Lee,
Homework.
get with
Lee.
it, man.
I have to go back to February and catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm listening. I started a new audiobook, Altered Carbon.
Oh,
Whoa. If you thought,
Whoa.
If you thought the Netflix series was a little scandalous, well, wait till you read the book.
I should have warned you.
I think you did a while back,
Yeah.
and I disregarded
No,
it.
because there's some problematic sex in it that it's very early 2000s where, oh yeah, we don't have any problems in the world now, so we can write about some kind of problematic stuff, some torture.
Oh, I
yeah,
haven't got to that part yet.
there's a sex scene
Spoiler
between the
alert.
primary and one of the Methuselahs that it perhaps goes on a page and a half too long.
That's the one I listened to. Whoa!
What happened?
Whoa!
What
I
happened?
A lot of detail.
Yeah, you might. You
What
might-
happened in it?
I'll just highlight the section and send it to you.
let me just ask Megan: Is he okay? Is Tony okay? He's okay.
I think
He's
I'm.
not,
I
he's
mean,
not okay. It didn't affect. All right.
it was long, and
It was long.
and the amount of times they did it in this
Yeah.
short space of time was a lot.
Like how many?
Like-
Like if you had to quantify a number.
At least 3.
I had 17,
Holy
17
moly.
to 26 times. I think.
All right.
Anyway,
3 times?
for a dude in half an hour, that's a lot.
To be fair,
I need to go to Utah County and learn more about it. I guess.
to be fair, the guy was actually hardwired into another dude's body.
Well, that's the
and
thing. They
just
have
switch
this,
bodies?
You
they
should have
have this,
known
like-
when he said, "Oh, I woke up with a terrible erection to my new body." You should have been like, "Oh, this is where this is going."
Yeah, well, there was two-
non-stop boning.
There
Chapter
was
7.
there was some Chekhov boobs.
Chekhov's boobs?
And there was some Chekhov's wiener as well earlier before
I hope that
book.
comes back later to kill
Oh,
somebody.
exactly. It's like, okay, that's going to come back into play later. I know. He's talking about her bosoms too much. So that'll be here later.
I am erect, Captain.
Yeah.
Well, what's interesting is the whole Schrodinger's rectum thing doesn't come back.
Yeah.
It both
well,
is and isn't.
Exactly. Is it? I don't know. Maybe. So anyway, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm enjoying the book.
Don't get me wrong. I am like
I'm
super
having a
into
good
the book,
I'm
you
having
guys.
a good time with it. I just wasn't expecting that.
All right. Yeah.
I'm glad you're enjoying your sci-fi erotica.
Holy
I
smokes.
think Tony needs a ride home now. I have just been catching up on classic Star Treks.
Yes, Carrie and I have a new show called The Space Show, which is on the Geekshow feed.
You may have noticed it jumped into your feed on, what was it,
Thursday. Yeah.
And so we're watching classic Star Trek, her being a first-timer and me being an old-timer. And she's
It's some roof stoof
she's there to point out the error of my ways, and I'm there to...
for the time.
For the time. Yeah, that's the drinking game, is every time Carrie tries to justify saying, but for the time, it was,
Take a drink.
take a drink. That's your drinking game for the Space Show. And we'll have another episode coming up very soon.
Thursday.
You wanna do it on Thursday?
We're shooting for Thursdays.
Shooting for Thursdays. So just watch your Geek Show feed, and it'll arrive there, and you can.
Because it's got to go to space and back. So.
It does that really fast.
Yeah.
And we're also going to put some video on YouTube now. The
Yes.
first episode we didn't, but we will from here on out.
I added some fun effects. If you watch the first one, it's got little blinky stars. Thank you.
Going that extra mile.
Blinky stars. All right.
My favorite thing is, of course, Carrie, being a Star Trek nerd from back in the day, has all the sound effects loaded into a soundboard. So she's trying to talk about stuff, and Carrie's like,
I've got Kirk saying.
And then he's got his toys that he
I've got
puts
my
up in the
toys.
Yeah.
camera.
I've got Kirk saying Jackson is dead. So I can't wait to use that one. Anyway, thank you all for coming. 15 years of this podcast, and so we thought, what's another thing that was 15 years ago? And that's today's Saturday matinee, which is Iron Man, the first one.
Yeah.
RDJ.
I was thinking about
2008?
all the other media franchises that have lasted 15 years, and I can only think of The Simpsons and Gunsmoke.
Star
James
Trek.
Well, no, that's I mean like shows that
Oh,
have
like
been continuously running.
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like us? It's not Iron Man. You're referring to
60
our
minutes.
podcast. Yeah.
So really, what I'm hearing is I'm wrong,
No.
No, you were referring
No,
to
I
this.
think-
This
There's
show.
just more.
Yeah.
because we were the very first podcast ever released.
Ever.
Yeah, and I was 12.
I could be Howard Stern and claim to have invented podcasting. I could do that. No, no, that's not true.
So Carrie
Wasn't that
invented podcasting.
I invented.
Wasn't that
podcasting.
Kevin Smith who invented podcasting?
No, Howard Stern invented everything. Just ask him.
Oh.
He'll tell you. He's responsible for
IHOP?
Howard Stern.
everything.
Amazing.
Yep.
But yeah, 15 years of this podcast, and we appreciate it. My wife thanks you for letting me do this so that she doesn't have to hear me talk about Star Trek.
So do you guys
Get it
want?
all out on the show.
Do you guys want some really fun facts? If we go another 15 years, he'll be like in his mid 70s.
Thanks.
That's math.
No, because I was doing the math. Like I was 38 when we started this show, and I'm 74
It's
now.
okay. Everybody who's running the country right now is like in their 70s.
That's
Right.
So
We could-
true,
we
but
could-
in another 15, I'll have to move to Utah County, I think.
Probably.
Come on down, Carrie.
Come on down.
We'll build a house right under the Peyronie's billboard.
I invented podcasting. And parodies.
But anyway, thank you all for coming. And during the movie, come on out and see. We're going to be out in the lobby with these posters that Lee made, like we said. And our new merch, if you're listening to the podcast, our new merch will be available soon.
And Mike
in
won't
about
even
a
tell
month.
me where we got the posters printed, so there's mystery and intrigue behind it all. Yeah.
Okay. But be watching, and we'll tell you, if you're just listening to the podcast, we'll tell you about where you can get our new merchandise here in about a month. But you guys here, you got first crack at it. So you have
Crack.
it before anybody.
What?
You said there's crack?
Later.
Not now.
Hey, do I have to call my guy?
Crack guy?
My
Yeah.
crack guy? Anyway, he just brings me chicken. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and enjoy the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, stream.
Goodbye,